Hey guys, Adrian here for digitaldojos.com, and today we're going to be talking all about Windows 9 and how Microsoft is set to announce Windows 9 tomorrow at their September 30th event that's going to be taking place in San Francisco on a Tuesday. So it's pretty big news, as Windows obviously is one of the and is the biggest market share operating system out there, both for the common consumer and that of enterprise. So Windows 9 is set to be a pretty big update. So it's set to be a complete upgrade. Keep in mind for the operating system on the desktop platform and across the board. Codename Windows TH for Windows Threshold. It's going to be set to be released in early 2015. That's what's kind of reported right now. We're going to probably see the technical preview at tomorrow's event, so there'll be an updated video once everything is finally announced and all that. But I want to talk about what we know right now as of the rumors and everything kind of circulating surrounding Windows 9 and what to expect. As far as cost, nothing has been really determined yet, though if it's similar to Windows 8, the cost of the upgrade won't be too much if you're coming from a Windows 8 machine and or Windows 7. Now, what's exactly new in Windows 9? Well, it's a pretty big overhaul. You're finally going to get a couple of UI tweaks that some people have been missing and some people wanted added. So one of the big things to start off is the start menu, and that's finally returning. We're going to see the return of the Windows start menu. For many Windows 8 users who know, the start menu was released. We went with a kind of Metro, what they later called the modern UI for Windows, with the tile interface. We're going to be getting a kind of a modern UI meets start menu. So the start menu, which you're going to be seeing on screen now, is kind of being redesigned, and it's bringing back that familiarity that so many Windows users know and know how to navigate, and mixing that with these kind of modern UI tiles, which I really personally like. I like how they brought back the start menu, but they're also kind of still implementing those tiles into the UI. It looks really clean to me, really sleek. Additionally, you're going to be seeing some new things like the virtual desktop. There's some recent leaks with Windows 9 of developer preview that was released, so we have some video footage and some pictures talking about the new virtual desktop. Very, very similar if you're on OS 10 or on Linux distros. You have what is kind of like a virtual desktop environment where you can have multiple desktops on one monitor rather than having to buy multiple monitors. You can switch environments for work or for having multiple apps open in full screen mode or whatever it may be. Windows is now integrating something very, very similar to that. It's what's going to be called, again, the virtual desktop features, allowing you to have up to 3 or 4 plus desktops. Also, what's going to be being pretty big and updated is that of Notification Center when it comes to Windows. Windows is going to handle notifications in an all new way, whether it's Skype IM notifications or missed calls or just general Windows updates. You're going to have a Notification Center for all of that in one easy place to navigate and view everything that, well, needs notifying, really. A couple other updates. You're set to see probably integration of something that Microsoft is calling Cortana. So big shout out to all you Halo fans out there. It's going to be what is known as kind of your assistant, much like it was in Halo. Cortana is going to be your assistant for Microsoft. It's going to be, equivalent to Apple Siri and Google's Google Play. It's set to kind of integrate both with their mobile platform and their operating system to kind of guide you through and allow you to do certain tasks and help you in that manner. So again, not much has really been confirmed with Cortana and when it's going to be packaged into Windows 9, but there's a lot of speculation, a lot of news circulating that it is being worked into the operating system. Additionally, what we know about Windows 9 is it's going to be a single OS. We're not going to get this kind of stuff we got with 7 and 8 where you have like 12 or 6 different versions. You have Windows Pro and Windows Business, and you have all this stuff. With the addition of the new CEO, Satya Nadella for Microsoft, he's announced that the focus is going to be on a unified operating system, just one single operating system, that they put all their focus, all their team, all their manpower on that one single OS rather than releasing these different iterations and versions, and people get confused on what they need to buy and upgrade to. It's also set to be a smaller footprint. They're working really, really hard on building it a smaller footprint, especially for the tablet versions of Windows, to have more stored on the cloud and have the operating system itself be ran locally on the hard drive and installed. That way it saves much more space. So kind of a Chrome OS meets Microsoft. They're really relying on the cloud. The cloud is going to be a big aspect of Windows 9, so you're going to see a lot of their cloud services tie into Windows and allowing you to store data in the cloud, but also having parts of the operating system based off of that. That way, again, it's a much more smaller footprint in terms of the download size when you actually install the operating system. So you're not, it's not like 30 gigs or anything like that. You're getting more space back. And this is really important for mobile devices like tablets and things of that nature, which are going to be running full scale Windows 9 operating system. So overall, the Windows 9 UI is a refreshment to that of Windows 8. You're getting a modern UI meets the classical kind of arrow UI that was in Windows 7. And I think a lot of Windows 8 users who enjoyed the modern UI will like the addition of the tile interface and stuff that's still existent in Windows 9, but at the same time, a lot of users who really miss the start menu, a lot of users who download third-party add-ons or apps to get that back will, rejoice in the fact that it's finally coming back. There's speculation of charms being eliminated from Windows. It's not positive in the latest build that it's still there, but there's talks about it being taken out of Windows 9, so that's also a possibility. The charms are Windows. I think you hit like Windows key C to activate those. You're also getting bigger support for the modern UI apps. We're going to see the big App Store integration that Microsoft has with their apps and all of that. Power management, especially for laptops and mobile devices. Windows 9 is aiming to be much more on the technical front, save a lot more energy and battery life. That's always a big thing. And overall, with the majority of upgrades, it's the common upgrade rundown. It's going to be, its aim is to be faster. Its aim is to save more energy and overall offer a new set of features. So you're going to get probably those speed enhancements and tweaks. I think Windows 8 really did a good job of that as well, being able to run on older machines, and we're going to see, I'm sure, a lot of compatibility for Windows 9 and all of that. So again, the big question is the release date is probably set for early 2015. We're going to know more tomorrow at the event. The cost is yet to be determined, but we're sure it's not going to be anything too crazy and expensive. And now that they're focusing on a single OS rather than multiple versions, we're going to see more unification and more focus on just this one version of Windows 9. So it's actually a pretty big release for Microsoft. They're doing a lot of crazy new things and bringing a lot of stuff back and a lot of new things into their operating system. So it's exciting to see that. Again, the event will be hosted tomorrow, so stay tuned. Check out digitaldojos.com for more up-to-date articles and content on technology news, reviews, and tutorials. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. Leave your comments down below on what you guys think of Windows 9. If you guys are going to be upgrading from Windows 8, maybe you stayed like me on Windows 7 and are going to be jumping to Windows 9. Who knows? Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all in the next video.